Summer vacation ends this week. A lot of kids are back in school. A lot of kids are going back next week. That means it's time for moms and dads to get back in the school day routine. This morning, Kate Kennard from Kate's Plate is live in the kitchen.
Hi there.
Good morning, Kate, with a great on-the-go breakfast idea. This is always crunch time for a lot of families.
Heck yeah, it is. So today we're going to show a fall pumpkin smoothie. So we're jumping the gun a little bit on the pumpkin thing.
Pumpkin spice already? Okay. It's just August. But you know what? You got to embrace it when fall's here.
Yep. People get the first whiff of cold weather. They're like, pumpkin.
And I've heard that at Starbucks we have the pumpkin spice latte out.
Exactly.
Already.
So we got to get on board.
All right. So first up, what do?
We are doing some pumpkin, some organic canned pumpkin. You could do this from scratch, but the can is really super easy. So 3/4 of a cup of pumpkin. This recipe I like. It's good fresh, but the key is to prep it ahead.
Okay.
Totally the key is to prep it ahead. So then we have some organic grass-fed Greek yogurt.
Okay, all right.
Plain.
Plain.
So you're not getting the sweetened kind.
Okay, unsweetened plain.
Yep, absolutely.
And you also made one of the smoothies with a different type of dairy. That is what over there?
Yep, this is organic kefir. Honestly, I don't know how to say it. But this is a probiotic. It's just like yogurt, but it's got way more probiotic strands than yogurt. So it's a nutritional powerhouse. Tangy, just like yogurt, delicious, tons of protein. So if you wanted, alternative to the yogurt.
If you wanted to do that, you could.
Yep, absolutely. Then next we have some pumpkin pie spice, of course.
Right here. Add that in there. Next up.
Some ground flax.
And what is the benefit of adding the flax to this?
Extra omega fatty acids and a little bit of extra fiber. And it'll kind of bulk up the smoothie.
And then we have something interesting, a different variation to sugar. It is coconut.
Coconut sugar. So yes, we are adding a little bit of sweetener in here, but this is coconut sugar. It's still sugar, but it's got this toasty flavor, so you have to use less of it. So we only use 2 teaspoons in the whole thing.
It actually, so I tried it raw without being in the mixture. It is really good.
Yes.
And then we have some OJ.
Yep, some OJ for that little twang in there.
Okay. And you actually did something in a freezer tray that's pretty interesting.
So here's how you prep it.
Okay.
So like this is great, but you're not going to do this every day. Put things in ice cube trays. You can even freeze the orange juice, and this is the kefir, and this is the pumpkin. Freeze it, put it in baggies so it's ready to go to dump in the blender in the morning. So you can make up tons of packs of those ahead of time.
You're adding something interesting. What is this?
This is stevia drops. I usually don't use artificial sweeteners, but this one's kind of a natural sweetener. So this is, it takes a little tiny bit. So this recipe has 2 drops in it, but great to have on hand.
And then what else did you?
A little bit of sea salt.
Oh, salt too.
Because pumpkin pie has that crust, and the crust is salty.
Yeah.
So you're going to miss that in your smoothie. It's not going to be pumpkin pie.
So if you make this at night, you can kind of put it into a cup and put it in the refrigerator, and then the next morning grab it on the go.
You could definitely do that if you want to make them ahead of time. My thinking was do these, put them in the freezer, and then you pour that into the blender in the morning, pour some water on top of it or some ice cubes, and blend it up.
There you go. And then you have your pumpkin pie smoothie on the go.
Yum. So delish.
We have all the recipes on fox45now.com. Kate, as always, thank you for coming in.